we're at the last of the four arrays in Python, and that is dictionaries. So a dictionary is an array where you store data in key value pairs. In order to show that to you, first create a new file. Hold on. Save it. We can call this Dictionaries. Then if you have a Python tutorial folder, just click it and then save it in there. Now we're going to start coding. Now the first thing we have to do is create this. Hold on. So first we can do this. Car equals this, and then add this. Whoops. Then we're gonna do this. Brand 4. Then we're going to create model Mustang, year of production. Hold on. Alright. Then try running that. We've got it. Now we're going to try and type it. See? This is a dictionary. So why is a dictionary so useful? Well, the thing is, this replaces long elif chains. Unlike the elif chain, where you just need to do a bunch of if, then elif, and then at the end of the line else, you can simply just use a big dictionary in order to get all the prices or the items if you're making like some sort of virtual store. Now, the next thing, here's the rules of the dictionaries. They are ordered, changeable, however they do not allow duplicates, otherwise they'll break. So we can expand on this by also adding color, red, black, engine. Oh wait, hold on. Engine type diesel. Or in the wheels, wheel. Model 55, or we could just invent it. Oh yeah, I forgot. We have to add this. Still a dictionary. But what if we can figure out how many items are in this? Hold on. 3, 2, 1, Len. 3, 2, 1, 6. Huh? Why is it 6? Well, here's the thing. It discards these It only counts this. It only counts the ones that's like initializing. It isn't counting the values. Anyway, we can also create a dictionary, but we can do that later. So basically, we're just going to make a new dictionary, and then let's do this. Hold on. Let's say we have a dictionary named toys. Dinosaur. T-Rex. Tank. Katie Black Panther. Oops. Lego. Star Wars. What else? Okay, I think that's actually going to be it. Now we're just going to print it twice. In order for fast testing, you just press Control, then F5 for really fast. And you see it right here. And then what if we added type? Plastics. And then what if we added a len? Free. There's free in there. Plus, dude, the items. And now there's a type error. In order to fix that, we're just going to do this. Type conversion. Now there's a problem. Now all we gotta do is just do this. Print. Ugh. This is the problem. This is the problem. Just won't work. Ugh. What? There's a type error? This is the problem with VS Code. It's kind of buggy. And plus, that AI helper, it's not helping. It just makes everything worse. Anyway. Free items. Alright. As you can see here, there's actually some pretty good stuff here. But what if we were to... Now we can use some print stuff. Print. List of toys. Then add 4 I in toys. toy is... Alright, let's try and loop this. See? Now, here's the thing. Why did it include this? Well, again, it's only counting this. Items. However, we can't, since that only evaluates that, what we can do is that we can actually just, instead of just doing that, we can actually just do this. Wait, whoops. Print twice. That's it. Bam! There we go. There are a lot of cool things we can do with dictionaries. For example, coffee. But that's not coffee. However, it's also kind of weird to do. You can only do key-value pairs. And what I did a while ago, that was a test. That's because usually you can always bend the rules with something. Unless you're in programming. Anyway, let's just make a key-value pair here. Flat white. Starter. Oops. Then we can put vaccine. Now, that's only the coffee. We can duplicate that, and except we're just gonna do it like this. Private. Alright. Then we're just gonna loop everything here.
Silence hums in the empty room. Echoes of laughter lost to the gloom. I trace the lines on the back of your hand. A story that time can't understand. Every heartbeat whispers your name.
This is $10. Wait, $5. That's better. Red, black, white. And this will be $8.
Built our dreams from the pieces we found scattered
just
the ground where we stood. Now I'm chasing shadows of what used to sound, trying to find the path back home.
drink. Then we can do this. Hold on.
Compass through the storm.
Now we're gonna make a list out of these.
Your warm glare, I wonder if this is what it feels like when
Now all we gotta do is we're just gonna loop them.
to a single lie. If anything could ever be this bright forever, then let's make every
Oh,
moment count.
we're just gonna do.
'Cause all I want
mm,
is one more chance to hold you close
and
and never let go.
drink. 4, 3, and 2, drink. Alright, let's check. Booyah! Nice one!
Into a single life.
Nice one. We got drinks here, and then we got the regular,
Forever,
and we got this.
make every moment count. Tonight,
There's only this one tiny problem. It's that it's always counting this. So what we're going to do is that we're just going to. So if you're having trouble, why don't we go back to our data types, and then we can check here. Yeah. So instead of that, we're just going to do menu. Alright. Hallelujah, here we go again. Alright, we got it. So as you can see here, we've already got nested loops. So we can delete that. Now, of course, we can like literally just rewire the loop so that it prints out both the price and the drink. But here's the thing. Instead of just doing that blindly, we're going to skip that since we've got something more interesting in the next episode. But of course, we can always rewire the loop. So that's gonna be the end of our video. And then we'll be covering a Python matching in the next video. 3, 2, 1.